guys, happy Monday. Here is your workout for today. For our warm-up, we're gonna get right into it, guys. We have 3 sets. You guys are gonna start off with 30 seconds of what are called warrior squats. Kind of similar to like a thoracic spine opener. It just meant to basically get everything at upper back nice and warmed up as we sit in the bottom of the squat. So what you're gonna do for 30 seconds, so you guys are gonna have a dumbbell, you can have an odd object, something that you can basically leverage to hold with one arm. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get into your squat stance, so feet just outside of the shoulders. We're then gonna squat down, again putting the elbows inside of the knees. With the dumbbell, you can kind of hold it with bent arms. If you have like a barbell though, you can keep your arm nice and straight. But from right here, we sit into that squat, drive the chest up, rotate our body to that right side, come back down, rotate to the other side. Okay, so you're gonna repeat that for a total of 30 seconds. After that, you guys are gonna do 30 seconds of just step-ups, okay? Alternating reps for 30 seconds. As always, guys, when we start talking about these 30-second intervals, start from 30 seconds when you actually start the movement, right? So not when we're transitioning over. I want a full 30 seconds of each movement, all right? So we're gonna do 30 seconds of step-ups. If we don't have a box to step up, guys, let's just do lunges in that situation. So we're just gonna lunge out, making sure we keep that chest nice and tall, lunging back, and going through the next round, okay? So again, 30 seconds all the way through that there. After that, we have 30 seconds of inchworm 2 push-up. These have been pretty popular lately, so we're just gonna feet underneath the hips. We're just gonna touch our toes, we're gonna walk our hands out into a push-up position. We're gonna do a push-up, and then we're gonna walk our feet up to our hands to finish that rep. Okay, so again, it's gonna be 30 seconds of inchworm to push-up. After our 30 seconds of inchworm to push-up, we have a 30-second Samson stretch. With that, guys, we're just gonna get into a nice long lunge position, so we just step out nice and far. We're gonna just get our arms up and overhead, really focusing on pushing the hips forward, and you're getting a nice stretch in that hip on both sides. So you're gonna do 30 seconds, guys. This is gonna be the one thing on each side for that Samson stretch, okay? So again, full 30 seconds on each side, and that will complete one round. So you're gonna go through that for a total of 3. Take your time with this, guys, but after we get done with that, we have a little primer for you. Right, so very similar to our workout today, we have our Support Your Local Box workout, as we've been hitting every Monday. So this one, guys, we have a little primer for you just to kind of test the waters, right? So with that, you're gonna go through one round of 10, 10, 10, and 10. So you're gonna have 10 dumbbell deadlifts. So you guys can, obviously, the RX version of it will be 2 50-pound or 35-pound dumbbells for ladies respectively, just deadlifting from the floor. Now I only have 1 dumbbell, so I'm gonna do this workout with 1 dumbbell because it is what it is, there's no other option. So that being said, guys, if we're gonna do that, there's a couple different things we can do, but for this, I would hold the bottom end of the dumbbell, kind of like goblet style here, feet underneath the hips, driving down, coming up, okay? So as we do those, guys, it's a lot of reps. You're gonna be moving really very quickly through them. During this little primer, we wanna focus on just good movement, how we would do it in the workout, right? So try to emulate that as we go through it. So from the side, you're gonna pick up your dumbbell. If we have 2, awesome, not a big deal either way. Feet are underneath the hips. We're gonna unlock the knees, we're gonna push the hips back, and as soon as it passes the knees, guys, just like with a normal deadlift, we're gonna drop down a little bit, and then we're gonna use our legs to drive up. So I wanna push the feet through the floor, squeeze my butt, and stand at the top. Okay, so that's gonna be for the dumbbell deadlifts. In my opinion, guys, the dumbbell deadlift and the ab mat sit-ups, quite honestly, they're not really gonna be they're not gonna really matter in the workout. Try to just get through them at a good pace, keep yourselves nice and steady all the way through, because once you guys start the box step-ups, in my opinion, this is where the workout starts. Your box step-ups are gonna make you feel some sort of way when you get to that dumbbell and start doing single arm thrusters. So it's very, very important that you guys are doing your step-ups just efficiently, but trying to utilize your entire body to drive up as we do it. It's unweighted, right? So as we do them, guys, you know, I always talk about kind of not using the back foot driving up off the box for a box step-up. I want you guys to be as efficient as possible, which means if my right leg is stepping up on a box, I want to push off of my left leg as well, just so that I'm staying as efficient as possible and not getting too fatigued as I do those step-ups, okay? But just make sure we're getting full extension at the top, of course, and we're alternating legs as always. You cannot do 5 under right, 5 under left. It must be alternating all the way through your 50 repetitions. Lastly, guys, we have our dumbbell thrusters, 50 reps. This is where it is time to go, okay? I saw this workout and immediately I looked at it and I was just like, oh gosh, this is really gonna hurt at the end. Your 50 dumbbell thrusters, guys, are gonna be the workout. Plain and simple. This is where all the magic happens in this workout. So 50 dumbbell thrusters, it'll be single arm. It doesn't specify how you need to rotate on the dumbbells. So that being said, you guys can do 5 on your right, 5 on your left, 10, 10, however you want to do it, either way. But the idea here, guys, is knock out some big sets. Hopefully we did a good job of doing the step-ups, kind of working our way into the thrusters and allowing us just to kind of get moving on it. But regardless, guys, with the dumbbell thruster single arm, we're resting the bottom end of that hex dumbbell on the shoulder. Feet are just outside of the shoulders. We're squatting down, keeping the chest tall. As I do so, you're gonna see my hips drop below my knee crease, driving up and finishing with that dumbbell up and overhead. Notice the bicep nice and close to the ear, guys. Let's try not to get into that swaying motion here. We want to see those midline nice and tight. So then again, we're gonna drop down, drop up. So you can do 2 or 3 on the right, and then you can switch to the left and do your 2 or 3 reps on that side. However you want to do it. Again, guys, not a big deal. The most important thing is that we're constantly moving with that dumbbell to finish the workout up, okay? So again, that's what we want to think about there. That is going to be the workout for today, guys. Now with the actual support your local box workout, be sure, guys, if we are scaling the workouts, if you only have 1 dumbbell, just make sure we put scaled. Not a big deal on that. But have some fun with this one. Like I said, guys, this workout's really good. 50, 50, 50, and 50. Plain and simple. I would recommend, guys, after you finish that primer, maybe rest about 5 minutes, jump into it, and go. All right, guys, so workout's done. We're recovering. We're feeling good, hopefully, after all those thrusters. But we do have a little finisher for you guys. If you have a barbell at home, you guys can do the optional barbell work that's for front squats and back squats, a little 10-minute EMOM, really good stuff. Or if we do not have access to a dumbbell, you guys are going to be doing the tempo squats, very similar to what we did last week, or actually it's the same thing, but a little bit more reps. So we did 100 bent over rows last week. We accumulated that, and then followed it up by 5 sets of some tempo squats. Well, today, you're gonna do 110 reps. So obviously giving a little bit more volume to us today, because again, we want our body to consistently adapt as we do this stuff. So after we finish our 110 dumbbell bent over rows, or just bent over rows in general, you guys are gonna do 5 sets of 10 to 12 goblet squats with your dumbbell, kettlebell, or hot object. Now that being said, there is a tempo to this. It is 5 seconds down, 3-second hold, drive up explosively, and immediately go back down. There is no rest at the top, okay? Biggest thing there is no rest at the top. I want just basically that full 10 to 12 reps. You think about that, so it's like basically 9 seconds of work that you guys are gonna be doing on each individual rep. So you're gonna have that dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object in your hands for quite a long time. So just make sure you recognize that, right? So 10 to 12 reps of that. If our weight is light, we can obviously do more reps. If the weight is heavy, we can obviously do less reps. But again, we're looking for about 2 reps more than we did last week each set, okay? So with that goblet squat, I'll just use my dumbbell here. You guys can place it here, like so. You can also hold it here. I don't mind either way, guys, not a big deal. I usually show it the other way, so I'll show it this way today. So kind of in that front rack position. So as I squat down, I'm gonna think about initiating with the hips back. So I'll initiate with the hips slightly back. Once I do that, I'm gonna start to squat down, keep the chest nice and tall for a full 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. Drive up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Drive up. Okay. Again, pretty simple stuff there, guys. But again, very effective and still building some strength, still building some tendon, just helping out just recovery with all those joints and things like that. All right. But our bent over rows, guys, you can have a dumbbell here. Just make sure we keep a nice stable position with that midline, driving that dumbbell up to that pocket. All right, so driving the elbow back, not up. Okay, so again, 110 reps there total on each, total on each arm. It's going to be 55. All right, so that's all we got for today, guys. Have some fun with this one. Enjoy.